Okay, so I think it's part 4 now, forget. But yeah, so that's represented on a bar graph over here. So that's your year to date. So that really, I think, is the gist of it. Oh no, sorry, I lied. Okay, which I think, Naveen, this is going to be really great for you, is the employee activity record. So, trying to think now, I forget who we've done. So whoever comes into the office, or whenever you're preparing your, let's use Beatrice, Elliot. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the names here. Okay, so if Beatrice comes into the office and she wants her to know what she's done, or you're preparing her pay slip, you select Beatrice over here. So she's right at the top here, Beatrice. It's important to select the month as well. So we entered in for April, so you select April, and this is where it really gets a little bit complicated too. Again, you're going to select all. It's a bit bizarre. Employee. Okay, we want Beatrice. Okay, there we go. Okay, and yeah, so that's all you have to do really. So she earned 105. It's represented in a graph here for her. For the month, what I do is yeah, I don't know why it's yeah. So forget about the month. Rather go by employee. Okay. And then if you have got several months, because we've only entered 1 month at the moment, it's just saying April. But if Beatrice has worked in several months, you'll be able to select the month, and then it'll filter down Beatrice for that particular month. Okay. And if I had more entries for Beatrice, and let me quickly just demonstrate that. Sorry, I'm kind of going off track here, but I think it's quite good for to represent that. Okay, so let's say Beatrice was going to the shops. Can leave that blank. Say Beatrice went to the shops. Or let's say she's cutting seed cane. Sorry. Okay, that's the rate. Pulls from the rate card, and it was on the 23rd of April. Okay. To show that, let's go back to home and employee activity record. Okay, so we want to go to Beatrice again. So we'll click on her again. Okay. There we go. So she was cutting seed cane. Her rate was 95. The month is April. The date is the 23rd of the 2nd of the 3rd. That was her earnings. That's her total earnings for the month. That's what she cut in tons for stacks, and that's represented on a graph. Okay. Now you can then let me just go back here. So you can envisage it. I don't have to go through the whole process of doing this again, but come the end of the month, she's going to have all her activities here, and that'll make a lot of sense for you. So you can come to printing this off, and this is what it'll look like for Beatrice. One thing I'll do though, because there is some data in the fringes, is I'll just print this page. Make sure you're only printing one page. If it is on 2 pages, print those 2 pages. There might be, you can see there's 4 pages here. It's just going to print random data that's on the side that's important to the worksheet. So just print this page, print 1 or print 1 and 2 if this list extends down to 2 pages. Okay, so back to home. So that's the employee activity record, and that's cool because that really does kind of double up as a pay slip too. And then you have the field record. The field record is a way to see what's happened in which field, when and where. Okay, so let's go. So you can select your month. So let's just select all. Let's select April. Okay, what's happened in April? Okay, brilliant. We know we've worked on Donneville, we've worked on Mostert. It's given a date for those dates we've worked on there. How many tons, how much the labour's cost, what hauls have come out there, and what are the field numbers. And yeah, you can basically filter the criteria. So if you only wanted Donoval's fields for that month, you'd select that. Okay, boom, and then up comes that. So again, you can envisage it. There would be a whole lot of Donoval fields if you'd cut in several fields. So it would give you field 33, field 44, field whatever, whatever had been cut on Donoval. Furthermore, if there were all those other fields there, they would be listed here, and you would just select the field you wanted if you wanted an individual field report. So gents, I think that's it. These are filter criteria. So it basically is what you want for a particular value. So just to explain that again, if you only wanted mostert, you'd want that there. If we'd entered for ember and raws, etc., they'd be in this list. If you wanted all of them, you'd select all of them, and so forth. Same for the months of the year. Yeah, so I believe that's it. I don't think there's really much more to it. Just to stress, inputting is the most important part. Be careful how you input. Be complete. Yeah, and if you have any problems, just contact me. I've got this data, so it's easy for me to have a look at it. Another thing I must stress, the saving thing and backing up. That's so important. For some reason, the Visual Basic does seem to crash from time to time, and I have no clue why it does that. I think it's a program bug, which I don't have the fix for. But saving, do it. Save it as I suggested with the code. So dated year, month, and date, and then cane cutting, whatever you want to call it. And that way you can always go back to your last inputted data entries, and your system that way will be fairly robust in terms of just keeping your information up to date without losing a mass amount at any one point. Also, it is in the cloud, so if your computer does crash out, you're not going to have lost your data. Okay guys, thank you very much, and yeah, I'll chat to you over email and phone just to tie in the last things. Cool, cheerio.